This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. The Greek architects were the designers of the early buildings in the Islamic Empire. The buildings had to be the works of the Greek architects. They resembled the buildings in the late Roman Empire. Because they were building the mosques, unlike the churches, the Greek architects saw the need to try out some new designs. This contributed to the rise of different models of Islamic style of construction. This paper seeks to explore Islamic architecture with special attention to Al-Masjid Al-Haram. The report begins with the significance of the Kaaba to Muslims. It also explores a brief history of the characteristics of Islamic architecture, with special emphasis on Mecca and Masjid Al-Haram. Al-Masjid Al-Haram is considered one of the largest mosques in the world. The report describes its architectural design and major renovations that have taken place since it was constructed. Kaaba plays a significant role in the spirituality of every Muslim. It is a cube-shaped structure that is about 43 feet high. The report describes Kaaba architecture and gives its historical link between the graves of the Prophet Ismail and his mother, Hajar. Significance of Kaaba to Islam. Kaaba, besides its architectural designs, is significant to every Muslim believer. The Muslims who proceed to the area around Mecca must undergo a ritual cleansing and wear a special white robe. The pilgrimage starts with a procession, tawaf, around the Kaaba 7 times in the anti-clockwise direction as viewed from above. On the southeastern side of the Kaaba, there is a sacred black stone mounted in silver. It is around 11 inches wide and 15 inches high. Muslims believe that this stone was sent from heaven by Allah and is considered highly sacred. Because of the numerous numbers of Muslim faithful crowding into Kaaba at any given time, it is almost impossible to get close to the stone and kiss it. History. General characteristics of Islamic architectures. According to Mubarakpuri, the Islamic systems of architecture are mirrored by Byzantine and Sassanid models. The effects of these models inspired the architects of the time, hence, they contributed to the building of similar models, such as the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem. The Dome of the Rock is adorned with arabesque patterns and a great epigraphic frieze. Architectural concepts and plans are enhanced by embracing the advice of civic and religious leaders. Islamic architectural styles are unique. They encompass camouflaged walls of most mosques and madrasa. The principle involved is the application of infinite patterns on the surfaces of any medium. The final architectural work involves superimposing elements, which tricks the eye into an illusion of the image. The architecture was enhanced by using decorative works. Tiles and plaster decorations were commonly used to cover up solid walls of mosques and madrasa, while arches and vaults were camouflaged with epigraphic and floral decorations. Infinite patterns of radiating designs were put into a dome, which reduces the solidity of masonry and stone. Mecca. Mecca is located east of the port of Jeddah. It is about 45 miles east of the Red Sea. Mecca is known to many people as Mecca. Mecca is considered the mother of the cities and a holy place in the Islamic world. Muhammad, the founder of the Muslim faith, was born here in 570. Within this great mosque, there is a shrine named Kaaba. They are also considered to be the holiest shrines of Islam. Devoted Muslims throughout the world pray 5 times a day, and when they pray, they bow down facing Mecca. Those who can afford it take a tour of the holy city of Mecca once in their lifetime. This is referred to as a Hajj. It is done during the Muslim month of Dhul Hijjah. Discussion. Masjid Al-Haram architecture. According to the message of Islam, Al-Masjid Al-Haram is the largest mosque in the world, and it is in Mecca. Al-Masjid Al-Haram covers an area of 356,800 square meters and has the capacity to hold 4 million people during Hajj period. The Al-Masjid Al-Haram mosque was destroyed by a flood and was rebuilt by Ibrahim and his son Ismail. A large number of travelers to Mecca contributed to a complete rebuild of the Al-Masjid Al-Haram. Therefore, the wooden columns were substituted with stonework decorations. The oldest surviving parts of the building are the support columns placed by Sultan Selim II in 1570 and the decorated domes that replaced the flat roof. In the 1620s, the mosque was reconstructed. The second major renovations were done from 1982 to 1988 under King Fahd. A new outdoor prayer area and a new wing were built. The third extension saw a more prayer area constructed around the mosque, and a king's residence overlooking the mosque created 18 gates, 500 marble columns, heated floors, air conditioners, and escalators were part of the third extension. This was done between the years 1982 and 1988. The fourth extension started after the death of King Fahd in 2007 and is expected to last until 2020. Kaaba architecture. Kaaba structure is enclosed in the mosque in Mecca, and it is here that Muslims come for the journey, Hajj. Around Mecca, there is a blessed zone where only Muslims are allowed to step in. This is a stonework cube-shaped structure that is about 43 feet high. Its sides are regular, with a length of between 36 to 43 feet. This structure is covered in a black cloth called kiswa, which has Quran text sewn in gold and silver thread. The gold curtain, kiswa, is replaced annually during the Hajj. The entrance into the Kaaba is a 2-meter gold door. Inside, the Kaaba floor is made of marble and limestone, and the walls are made of marble. On it are Quranic engravings. Outside the Kaaba is a semicircular wall that is 90 centimeters high and 1.5 meters wide. It is believed that the gap between this wall and the Kaaba is the grave of the Prophet Ismail and his mother, Hajar. Conclusion. Islamic architecture derives its style from the foundation of Islam and shows a wide range of both religious and secular styles. These styles are expressed in different edifices and buildings, thus representing the unique Islamic culture. Different styles of decorations have played a part in ornamenting mosques. Mecca is a very significant city to the Muslim faith. Perhaps this is the reason why a strong Muslim believer has to undertake a pilgrimage to the city once in his or her lifetime. The architecture of Mecca has stood as one of the unique in the Islamic world. This is attributed to the style, design, and construction process accorded. The architecture is characterized by strong Islamic tradition, which has dictated its construction and subsequent renovation over the ages. Mecca has continued to carry on with the traditional practices of Islam. This is seen through various religious practices and rituals. If you want to find more works like this report on Islamic architecture, Al-Masjid Al-Haram, Kaaba, Mecca, head over to ivpanda.com. It has a collection of samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects.